Hello, y'all. It's Wednesday, June 5, 7:06 p.m. and we're finally getting started on our temperature dress. First things first, we've got our packages. I'm gonna open them and double check to see if I've got all the yarn that I ordered. This is already open because my dad opened it. Okay, so one purple yarn, dark wine red, dark blue, gray, red, purple, wine red, white, gray, dark blue, white, red, and a bunch of stitch markers. Let's see, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Let me double check to see if it matches up. I found a solution and it's my computer. So anyway, I'm on my phone and I'm looking for the order. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Awesome. Let's go. One package done. Let's put it away in these little baggies so they don't get dust all over them. I'll arrange them by temperature, so that's dark purple, which is our coldest, then dark blue. I think our next one is black. It's in the other package, so I'll do gray next. White. It does not fit anymore. I'll get another baggie. White, dark red, and light red. Alright. Now let's move on to our next package. Not giant package. Okay, so we've got orange, yellow, 2 orange. How many yellow? 1, 2, 3 yellows. I'm guessing this is blossom. 3 blossoms. Black. How many blacks? 1. Okay, I'm sure there's more down there. More of that wine. Looks like it's the same color. It should be. It's the same lot. So why wouldn't it be the same color? So 1 red, white, purple, yellow, white, carmine, which is a very strange kind of pink. It's definitely not the kind of pink that I was thinking of, but that's okay. I will work with it. Orange, light pink, cherry blossom, wine, dark purple, carmine, red. Stitch markers don't exist for this one. Well, that's okay. Let's check on my phone to double check. I'm a bit worried because I only got 2 of the carmine. So weird. Yeah, I only got 2 of the carmine. 2 carmine, 2 purple, 4 light pink. I found a bunch of bags, so I'm gonna put the yarn in. I'm gonna rethink the way that I did this thing here in the back because I clearly did not think this through. Okay, I'll move this carmine. I'll reconsider what I've done. Don't want to mix lots. So I'm aware that it's white yarn and white yarn is not dyed, but I'm not in the mood for risk taking. This is white. I wonder if I could put all my reds together. I probably can. Should I? I will. 4. Strange number, okay. Oh, it's 4 and 4. It's not a strange number. If Renji said that I'm organized chaos, yes I am. What about it? Sorry, that's so sassy, but it's true. What about it? Light pink. What the hell? Why don't I have 2 blacks? Oh, because I have a lot of black. Which is probably going to be a problem because of the different lot types. But I refuse to think about that. Just like how I refuse to think about the fact that I'll have to buy more carmine because I'm looking at the chart. And the chart has a lot of carmine temperatures. So I'm thinking I might have to buy a lot of carmine and then I'll have a problem with the lot number. But that's just because I don't have enough foresight. Anyway, yellow. I guess yellow and orange can go together since they're neighbors. They're friends. I'm also really worried that I'll have to buy some more gray because I don't have enough foresight. I really don't. My planning does not exist. And I will put this carmine inside with this light pink because they're friends. So already I can see that I made a lot of mistakes during the choosing of this yarn, but I refuse to let that be a problem.
Editing Tetsuya here, and I can't find the other files for starting process, so let me just explain what happens because there's a huge cut. Anyway, what happened here was I basically started my temperature dress, and in the first draft I decided to start from February because the goal was start from February, go up to January, and this is how it turned out. I think my computer just corrupted a video. So let's just use my phone, even though it's like it's gonna run out of storage space. Anyway, we're on the fourth row. By that I mean February 3, and I'm working another row before I start doing slip stitching. So I'll be a crazy person to be doing slip stitching on this row because this is a black yarn, but I'm a crazy person for choosing black yarn. I'm gonna do one row of black and also slip stitching because I'm nervous about the straps not fitting, and then I'll start doing my increases for the sleeve, which I'm thinking about it. I didn't compute properly, so I'm nervous about that because I'll have to compute to see what's even and what's not. Hopefully it turns out good. The part where I get nervous because I'm going to be slip stitching and I can't see anything. So we need to do 15-15 for the armholes on this side. And then on the other side, which I will now mark because I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. I'm in the part that's making me nervous, aka doing the straps. Why did I do this to myself? So I'm done with whatever this is, and I'm getting a headache trying to figure out the math of how many of how much I'm gonna do in the back panel. It's not my forte. Spreadsheets are not my forte. Math is not my forte. Don't know why I'm doing what I do, but I do it out of love. This is a new experience. There's a lot to learn. So, yeah, let's learn together. Not yet good night because I missed. So I'm going to do some slip stitches. Good morning. I'm trying to order something and it's making me nervous. I'm on a row. I think after this there's like a couple of purples. So I'm gonna do that. So how's your day? Mine's good. I don't know how nervous you think I am, but I'm really nervous. I would order a lot of different things from her if I could, if I had the money. But for now, a hat will do. It's yellow if I can get it through. Hello. So I've this much done. I'm already split off for the sleeves. Not confident about this, but we'll have to do. I fear that it may once again be too small, but that's okay.
I'll live with my consequences. So I listed everything down that I need to do for the next row. So we're gonna start our sleeves, the purple, blue. So we start with purple. Hey, it's June 6th, 7:34 p.m. I restarted the top part of this temperature dress again because I couldn't figure it out. The sleeves were not looking like proper sleeves. So, okay, let's do this row in black. I think I'm happy with where this is going. So I'm gonna do this and then I'll repeat it on the other side and we'll see where we're at. Hey, it's 8:15 p.m. and I have a bajillion ends. This is what it's looking like so far. I'm really thinking that this is going to be, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be. I'm gonna say trust the process. Anyway, I'm gonna keep crocheting and I'll update you guys later. It's 10 p.m. and I'm going to bed, but this is what we've got. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna be real chief. I don't know what this is, but I'll do the back tomorrow. See you when I see you. Hey, it's June 7th, 7:35 p.m. I briefly considered restarting this because I realized that I engineered it wrong and it really shouldn't be 30. This thing shouldn't be 30. Never mind, we are restarting this. This is poor planning on my part and but I refuse to go through all the woven in ends and I just really hope my computer doesn't corrupt any files while I do this process. So the new plan of action. Let's go to our temperature dress, garment, whatever. But anyway, to summarize what I was just computing, we're going to start on the 12th of January this time, and we're going to employ a different method. This time, we're going to chain a bigger number. So last time when I did my computations for tops, we need like, this needs to be 80. If I remember, I'm not sure if it's 80 or 60. Let's use 80 just to be safe, and then we just decrease on the sides to fit our shape better, if that makes sense to anyone. Maybe we do 200 stitches. I think it has to be 200 stitches to give us some allowance, just for like whatever, because this is gonna be like 30-30 for our armpits. We'll do 220. Do 220 stitches. It's 220 plus 2, so that's 224 stitches, and we'll start on our on January 12th. So that's row, yeah, that is row 12. I'll start working and then I'll update you guys. Hello. What am I holding up? This is not the right one. I did say 12, right? So we start with this one. Because the temperature was 27 degrees. Actually, not even sure anymore if it should be 200 or 220. or 180. So we'll just chain and see what happens. I was working on project earlier that was supposed to be a shirt, but the shirt ended up being a skirt because I ended up chaining so much that it didn't just fit over here. It kind of fit almost to my hips. So I don't really want to make the same mistake here. And the problem with this one is that I did not estimate what 30 rows means. 30 rows technically is until here. So I did not know that. I'm actually not 80 wide, I'm actually 30 wide. So that means my computations are way off, and it's supposed to be 30, 30, 30, 30, which means 30 times 4 is 120 actually. This should be fine. On to the next row. Alright, let's slip stitch. Let's mark this thing. Slip stitch into this one, and then we'll mark how many do we need. I forgot. Did I say 2020? Slip stitch on the other side. And then work some single crochets all the way until the next marker. Not the next marker, my bad. Not exactly sure. Huh. Did I make a mistake? Because it looks like this other part is a bit raised, so I'm not sure. No, it's fine. So just single crochet until this mark, and then slip stitch until here. 明天过后，星光依旧闪烁，梦的翅膀在夜空中穿梭。时间之河，悄悄带走忧愁，新的黎明等待我们去探索。Alright, and now we have our black row done. So let's cut it and tie it off. Now here's the part where I'm a bit confused. So this is the part where we need to split off our sleeves. And the approach that we did here really looks horrible. Also, this is 30, so there's that to take into account. But since that didn't really work, we're gonna do a different method. So this is January, temperatures are January 9, 10, 11, and 12. We have 8 more rows, so I'm thinking that on the 3 rows, we'll do our usual find the middle where we like count maybe, I don't know, 20 each or 30, like 20, 20, and then the whole back is just 1. If I did my math correctly, it's either 20 or something like that, like 18, 20, something like that. So 20 stitches. So we'll split this into 18, 20, around like that, but an even number. And then this back we'll leave alone. We're going to split it and do decreases. So we have it marked down. Let's start doing our things. So just have to remember which one's the back panel. So this is the wrong side. I mean, not back panel, wrong side. So this is the wrong side. Starting on the front panel. Starting on a purple row because this is a January 8. Let's do it. Okay, I really didn't think this through because this is definitely not 4 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is actually perfect because what we can do is 2 rows, not counting our foundation row. Actually, what I'll do now is I will end on a blue because we need to do. So this is a pretty big hole, so maybe we shouldn't do. Maybe we just need to do a chain 20. How about we do a chain 20 and then we see what we feel? Fine. For any extra length here, we can just put it on the other side. This makes me nervous. I'm doing 40 and if it's too long, whatever, because I have a guesstimate that because I'll be doing 8 rows in the back, that this is not going to be long enough if I only do 20. We're done with the blue row, or at least I think I'm done with the blue row. So now we're gonna add the black row. It's 10:47. We are once again going to stop here and do the other sleeve tomorrow because I am a tired person. I woke up at like what time did I wake up? I woke up at 6:30 today because my mom had like meeting and I had to leave with her. And then I hopped on a bus and went somewhere pretty far away because I nothing was open and I wanted to just kill time. I wanted to kill time, so I just went somewhere really far and I stayed there. I literally did nothing but hang out in a coffee shop because I do that. And I don't know. It was a nice experience. It was very refreshing to just hang out and crochet. Also, I tried to work on a crochet project while I was there. I was doing like the skirt thing that I tried out yesterday. So what I was saying earlier, where I was trying to make a shirt, but I ended up making something that was the size of my hips. So now it's a skirt. And in that project, I'm not sure if you've seen by now by the time this video releases, but in that project I basically tried out a bunch of different stitches and I learned that the alpine stitch is a really good stash buster, which not the thing for the project. Like for a skirt, not the thing, but perfect for one of the ideas that I have, which is because I have a lot of like brown yarn. I really want to use it up and make a blanket. I was initially thinking of doing the waffle stitch, but I don't really want my blanket to look like a waffle. But the alpine stitch is really nice. It's very similar to a waffle in a way, but it's not the same. They are not the same. They look different. And I prefer the look of the waffle. No, not the waffle. I prefer the look of the alpine to the waffle for a blanket. So maybe I'm gonna do a waffle. We're waffling. Oh my goodness. I got a little embarrassment from that, but that's okay. I'm working on not saying I'm so embarrassed because I really don't like it when other people put down themselves. So why am I gonna put down myself? Like, am I gonna be a hypocrite? I don't want to be a hypocrite. So we're not doing that. We're being nice to ourselves. Anyway, I think it was a really good call to restart this sleeve because I really didn't like where the other one is headed. Like it doesn't look nice. And this one at least, like, I know I'm going completely different. I know this is like going one way and then this one's going the other, but it doesn't matter, does it? Like I think cohesion is pretty good. And I know like the rows are not, it's not as clear what counts as one row in this kind of project, or like what counts as one day in this kind of project. It just like I like trying things out and doing things that are different from the norm. Because like in theory I could work like I could do the whole top part is January 1, but I don't want to do that. I think it's fun to try to guess like where things end up. But I didn't want to be driven too insane, so I think it's a really good call that we had January 1 through 4 here. And it's really nice that the colors lined up perfectly for that because it just so happens that it's giving me an easier time making this strap thing. I probably would have figured out a way to do it if it wasn't this easy and kept changing, but it's just nice that I get to have an easier time. I'm realizing like now while I'm doing it that like in theory I could have done six, maybe we end at six, but I don't really want to think about that. Like, I don't know. This is an experiment in and of itself to see like what it's going to look like as a temperature dress, and I don't want to keep having to restart it just because I don't know, like some kind of error that I have. Also, a really nice thing that I'm thinking of that somebody could do, I don't know. You could do 6 days here and 6 days on the other strap. I think that would be fun. I don't have that kind of planning, obviously, so we're not doing that. But that's an idea. For me, I wouldn't say boring, but I don't want to make my life too complicated. So I'm just doing January 1 to 4 here, January 1 to 4 here, and January 1 to 4 in the back. And January, I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but I'm not going to judge myself too much because this, like I said, I'm a beginner. Well, actually, I don't think I've ever mentioned that I am a beginner. Like, I consider myself to be a beginner. I just really like that I'm experimenting and I'm trying out new things that I'm scared of because I'm not known to try out new things. I'm really not. I'm a routine person. In fact, maybe a bit too routine. Whoops, that's something. Hold on, let me tie that and I'll be back. Did I say it was 10:37? It is not even 10:30. It's 10, well, okay, it's 10:28. Okay, I don't know what time that other clip was, but it's a 9-minute clip, so surely that was 10:17 and not 10:37. I don't know what I was saying. Wow, I still did not do the thing that I was supposed to do. Supposed to tie this thing so that it doesn't cause problems. Being a beginner and and doing challenges is weird. I don't know. For me, it is it's strange because I know I'm beginner in a lot of ways. Like I'm beginner in the sense that I don't know how to do a granny square. I know how to read a pattern, which is very funny because I keep wanting to apply for patterns, but I cannot follow instructions for the life of me. So what am I doing, honestly? But I think I'm not a beginner in, I don't know, in the sense that I can kind of like troubleshoot things. Like, for example, I know when something's going wrong, and usually I know why. I'm not immune to mistakes. I still don't know what black yarn works, but I'm good at what I know how to do, and I think that's what makes me a beginner question mark. What I am good at is improvising. Like I'm good at saying, "Hey, this doesn't work. What am I gonna do to make it work?" I kind of like numbers. Just so weird because I was really bad at math in high school. Although I think that might have something to do with with the fact that I was a STEM kid. School I went to was very pressuring. Like it's not a very friendly school for, I would say not, I don't think a teenager should go to a school like that. Teenage year is kind of like, I'd say, the foundation of friendship. So for people like me who take a while to warm up to people and don't really like make friends easily, you're kind of stuck there as long as you don't get kicked out because you can very much get kicked out. It's kind of a catch 22. It's like either you leave and you have to start your social life again, or you stay and you get like messed up because it was too competitive and stuff. It really wasn't for me. The people I'm friends with now, a lot of them I met them later on in my high school life. And my best friend isn't even my year level. Like he's a year younger than me. If I had left before my senior year of high school, I wouldn't have met my best friend. Anyway, I have been yapping so much that I basically finished this part of this project. I'm really tired, so I think I'm going to call it here for tonight, and I'll get back to this tomorrow after I clear up some storage space, because I don't know what's wrong with me and why everything has too many videos. It's probably because I have too many ideas. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Let's do the other sleeve. Hey, we're done with the other sleeve. Sleeve or back part. I still don't know what this is. Let me try it on. Yeah? Something like that? Let's do the back. And let's figure out, because this strap, like now that I'm thinking about it, it's clearly too short to be a strap. Do our 8 rows and then do chain 20? Let's do it. Anyway, I did my hair and it does not look bad. Here's the progress we have so far. We're at row 21, January 21. It's 9:14 p.m. so I'm gonna keep crocheting, and then I don't know, I'll update you guys. Depends on if I'll hop back on call or if I'll vibe. I think I'll update you guys when I'm either at the end of the night or when I'm done with January.
And with that wallpaper, it's almost kind of shiny. So one of the swatches is the same color, but less patterned. And you have to like look at it in the right light for you to see the color, which is so weird, but it makes sense, I swear.
I feel like I'm flying now. You make it so delicate. You give me peace of mind. You take me high, and now we know how again. I feel like I'm flying now. You make it so delicate.
Hello, it's 12:40. This is what our top is looking like so far. Well, not really top, it's like temperature dress. Let me try it on, let's see where we're at. We're in row 28, we're still in January. I have a feeling this dress is going to be pretty long. I think it's actually going to be a dress. Might even have too many rows for it to be a dress, but we'll have to wait and see. If it gets too long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide it and make it into like a one piece that is like pants legs, but we'll see when we get there. Right now we're very much in the top territory, which is good because I think by the time we finish February, we'll be like, if this is almost January, we'll be around maybe here. For February, be a little bit higher, I don't know, maybe here, so we'll be like bust length, and then by March we can start decreasing. Not decreasing, actually, we can just increase to form that skirt. I am worried that I'm going to run out of black yarn, but now that I think about it, I probably won't because I have so much black yarn inside my closet. I think what I really should be more worried about running out of is maybe purple. But anyway, it is 12:42 a.m. and I'm really sleepy and I'm just rambling. So I'm going to go to bed and I'll see you tomorrow. afternoon. It's June 9, 3:03 p.m. We've got this. We have January down and a little bit of February. We're back to where we started, which was February 7. So this is February 7, 6, 5, 4. Then where this blue one is January 31, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. So on. And then we have January 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. It looks great. I'm noticing something that could or could not be a problem depending on how this goes, and that's this area. But maybe it isn't a problem. So I'm gonna trust the process and I'm gonna keep going. Reason why the color scheme of this dress is the way it is because I really wanted the first part to be like this muted, wintry shade, and I wanted, as it gets hotter, I had this vision that hotter colors mean brighter, but I misplaced the pink as I put it in the wrong place, and I put it in a really warm temperature zone, which I could technically change, but I mean, I already made a short about it, so I'm not going to change that. I'll stop yapping and I'll continue watching this video by Robin Sweet Beans Crochet. Good morning. It's July 11th. It has been a really long time. This is temperature dress so far. Because of my 10 million projects, we're very much still in February 14, which is amazing. I'm going to complete the month of February and then I will end this video because I've been editing the footage and the footage is literally 45 minutes at this point. Sorry. Anyway, also, the hat I ordered from Passionate Kelsey. Yellow is not my color, but I love yellow so much. Like, for me, it's a beautiful color, okay? Anyway, I love this hat. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna go finish this temperature, not finish it, but just reach the month of February because I am in the process of making another video, but I do need to clear storage space. So I'm gonna complete this month of February and I'll check in on with you guys. Let's try on this top so we know if we need to increase. Well, this top's not 7. Good to know that because of the stitches I use, this is a very tight top. What did I do? Also, there is a hole. Anyway, also the construction of this is not great. Who cares? I'm gonna increase. Also, I'm gonna stop doing this weird slip stitch yarn over that I did because it makes it really tight and it's half the reason why this is now impossible to put on. I'm gonna do some increases and we're gonna start on the lower half of our garment. Yeah, let's do it. There's an insane amount of construction going on, but we're done with our 2 rows of black, and now let's go and add our gray. Oops, is it connected to something? Add our gray yarn, slip stitch it around. I don't know why that is over there. I will fix it later. Actually, I can fix it now. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Close whatever this has got going on. Alright, now let's start this next row. I got my coffee that is maybe too much milk. I make my own coffee at home. Also, look at the fox, isn't it cute? Anyway, I'm gonna continue my project. We're now at February 21 and I'm gonna switch to a 3.0 millimeter hook because I don't like how gappy this project has become. And I can foresee with my single crochets that it is going to be very gappy. Let's keep crocheting. Starting the row again because I realized that if I use the 3.0, it is going to become smaller and I don't want that. Hello, we're back at it with our temperature dress. We are on February 24, adding on our new color representing 29 degrees Celsius. This isn't a new color, I used it once before. We're adding more dark red to this otherwise very cool toned project. Just one row. We'll be seeing in the next months
that these rows are going to be helpful in tying together the warmer month because I have very chaotic color choice for this temperature garment. Anyway, got our little red row connected and continuing. Just 5 more rows and then we'll be done with the month of February. Good afternoon. I've definitely been in a crochet slump, but here we are in our last and final row of February for our temperature dress. It's getting to be very gray, and you know what? I'm learning to love it. I don't usually wear the color gray, but this dress in and of itself is a challenge, so that's great. I've also started thinking up plans for other temperature dresses because I can see that this one is going in a direction that I'm not too sure about. And you know what? We'll cross the bridge when we get there. Let's enjoy the process. I just really gotta get this video done because I looked at the footage and it's like, I don't know how many times I've said this, it's like 55 minutes and that's not even including this last part where I'm finishing February, so I don't know. I've seen videos where people are commenting and being like, "Hey, I enjoy long form content," but I also feel like my video is too long, so I don't know. But we'll cross the bridge when we get there, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go continue watching some videos. Right now, I'm watching Poxiel's 300 Days of Stardew Valley. So yeah, let's keep crocheting. And I'll see you when I finish this row. Hey, we're done. Let's go try it on. Hey, let's take a look. This temperature dress is not yet a dress. It's very much still a top, which is good because we're only in February. I'm actually really happy. I think it's pretty for someone who started this project with little to no experience on clothing making and no experience in color theory. I think it's actually turning out pretty nicely. I think that the gray is actually a really nice transition from the purple and the blue of the first part, and I think it's turning out pretty nice, and I think as we get into the warmer months it's going to be really awesome because it'll start getting brighter, and I'm so excited for you guys to see that. And that concludes our 2 months of temperature dress. We started with our cold temperatures of less than 27 degrees Celsius, and we started getting warmer at around 28, 29 degrees Celsius. And this is the result of January and February. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking through 1 hour of me rambling about this temperature dress. Thank you for coming along with this journey, and I'm so happy to share this with you. And I hope you stick around if you like my content. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye, everyone!